Good morning, y'all. Lester Wayne Dovis here. This is one of my first videos for the channel that I'm going to be working on. I just wanted to show you guys what I've been working with here. Purchased a while back the wonderful MT48. I mean, this thing holds so much value to me as far as creating a way for uh, people to become home studio professionals, and it incorporating the AES 67 along with their KH series monitors has been such a valuable progress towards having a home professional studio. And basically, I wanted to show you once you get the MT48, if you want to connect it in AES 67 mode, you're probably going to need a Netgear. A Netgear. This is the M4250. The M4250. It's gonna cost you. It's $600, but if you want the calibrated MA1 and everything sounding great, I worked on this mastering room. It's been under development for some time now. I've been in music for over 20 years now, and I just want to thank OBS Studio. I'm still learning how to use this, trying to do the picture thing. I just leave it right here for now. But once you have the MT48 and you want to just get it your KH monitors working, the next thing, the step would be to get the Aneman up. So you go to merging site and you download the Aneman app, and you also have to download the MAD control panel. When I first got this, I was like, what am I doing? Like when I first got the MT48, I was like, yeah, analog is cool. It's a USB audio interface, but it's so much more than just a USB audio interface. And I saw emerging technologies on the side. I was like, whoa, because I didn't know what a converter DA. I didn't have that lexicon programmed in my mind yet, because we all learn at different times. But we got the MT48. We hooked it up. This network discovery is the M4250, and you have to download the MT Discovery, and this shows all the devices. Under Z-Man is the MT48, and we can and then under Neumann Studio monitors is the KH120 AES 67. If you're going for AES 67 and you're going for the KH monitors, make sure you buy the AES 67s if you want to go the merging route. And that's the most recommended way. And as far as these modern times are concerned, the best way if you want your home professional studio to work for you. Within this, and here's the sub here, Ross Bachman A. And all these monitors, when we want to set them up, they have their own GUI, and it's going to be a learning process. Everything in life is, but you got this learning process. It has, you can patch them up, and it shows all the AES67 routing for each individual speaker. I'm just running through this temporarily because I've looked on the YouTube and I haven't found any like thorough video on how this is all set up, thoroughly, and I'm gonna get to that. But I just wanted to show you guys these are all connected through the AES67 through RJ45 cable from the speakers, and you have the patches. You go up in here, the patch it shows how it's connected, yeah. So we go to the MT48, we open up the advanced page, and it shows the Ravenna's AES67. There's a cockroach right there. Yeah, 48K shows the sample rate, the size. We go through all that. We got sets of sources. It took me a while to learn that, but the people at Neumann Sennheiser support were very, very helpful, and they helped me get through this. Literally, I spent 3 weeks of downtime and frustration trying to learn all this, but it's the way I knew I needed to go. But we have the Aneman app. When we get the Aneman app, we have the functionality. It shows our speakers that are connected here. It shows the Netgear M4250 device here, which the AES67 is connecting the sound to. So if we want to go and connect our sub and our 120 AES67s, we just go down to the clock MT48, and it shows under buses output mix 1, left and right. And like say we wanted to, mute our connections for a vocal, for example, because I do my vocals here too. I just come in here. It's so flexible in that this is just like a patch. It's like connecting wires and speakers, but through this matrix view, we can just do that. We delete our connections, and then, for instance, I wanted to record vocals. We just open up Luna, and I think Luna has to be my favorite dog. I've tried a lot of them, Luna, and then we go to the audio insert. Open up an audio, and we got an audio, and then we can record there. We record from there. And so what we do now, and then when we're done with our track, we can come right back here and activate, connect back the monitors again with the multicast. And there's great people who help me out, get me through my hardships of trying to get this to work for me. And now we have the MX1. Mix 1's all good to go, and we have sound there. Just give it a little test sound. All right, that was a beat I was working on, and we got sound back. And yeah, just having the hustle of buying the rock wool slabs, constructing the soundproofing with the sandbags. I had to go to Home Depot, buy those 1,000-pound bags, put them in a truck, and dig the sand, put them in the bags, and put them in the walls for the sand. I've still got to do the overhead ceiling too. I just wanted to show you guys that, but yeah. So when you get the MT48, you're gonna notice, like, yeah, it's basically it's an Anubis, straight up legit. It's an Anubis, and it's optimized for your Neumann mics. But this is the tool that you're gonna need to have your whole professional studio, basically. I know people think, oh, you can't be at home and have a professional studio. Yes, you can be at home and have a professional studio. You have the MT48 and the KHs, along with the MA1. I just want to show you guys the MA1 right quick. Do I have it even installed? I know it has to be installed. How come it's acting funny? It's acting funny right now. Sorry, I can't show you that. But yeah, just when you go to the Aneman, you have your connections here, your multicasts, and yeah. That's the basic setup. Just want to show you guys a little setup. Yeah, I do the MPC for production. I have about 100. Well, here goes. It finally popped up. Wait a minute. Whoa, it popped up a few of them. Okay, yeah, this is the connection you're gonna need, and you're gonna it talks to your computer. Your Realtek. This is my computer. I have my computer on the other wall, outside of the wall. You don't want your computer in the same room you record your vocals in, which is this mastering room. I record, mix, and master. I do my vocals in here. And I got my SoundCloud. I like to keep my computer offline when I do my music, and I have another computer which I upload, take the USB, and transfer there. But I keep it offline when I do music. No distractions, right? So we go to here, and with the MA1, it comes with the measuring mic. You have to get the measurement mic, but once you do that, everything's aligned perfectly, and you have your soundproof room. It just sounds so great, and like you achieved what you needed to achieve, to set out to achieve. But within here, you can adjust your system level, and it's got the bass management with the KH750. And this is the main master control if you want to do your mastering and everything. That's the main setup for the 120s. What else? Yeah, just going through the MT Discovery. You're gonna need this to set it up. I'm just gonna run through what you call network. Alright, go to network mode, and we go to network. When you get the Netgear, the AV line, guys, the AV line Netgear, the AV audio over IP, AES 67, when you get that Netgear, you don't have to get the Netgear, but highly recommend the Netgear, because it's the best. Alright? So this is the complicated process. I just wanted to introduce everyone to this. You have to go in your adapters. And right now I have the Ethernet 2, which is my computer, my music computer. You go into properties, and we have to go up in here called the Internet Protocol 1.5. And right now, I had to assign individually a temporary address for each of these KH monitors. It'll have the instructions, but the instructions are very hard to read for the general consumer to understand if they don't have pre-IT knowledge. But I had to contact the support there. They're very, very helpful, and they got me through the process. Had a lot of downtime to begin with, but they got me through it, and I thank them for that. But everything, yeah, after you temporarily assign it, each and every one, it goes back to this. So we go back to the MT Discovery, and this is one of my KHs, for example. And once it assigns that, it does the PTP, syncing everything. We have all this information, and the DHCP is good. Startup config apply, global alarm. It's all set up and ready to rock. All right, and then you could also do it with the RX patch. You don't even really need the Aneman, but this is just a plus if you're doing vocals and you want to turn off your speakers real fast. Um, and then this is all connected through the session sources, the active connections. I got so much I don't even know what the heck all these are, but the main important ones is this is connected to that, and it's got the IP address. But you can configure it that way. You can go through like I wanted to. You go back to the MT48 and the MT Discovery. These are all session sources, right? We have session sources, and we look at where it's connected. This is a stream, and these are all connected going back to the mix 1 and 2, left and right. It is stream 1, and it's all left and right. It's connected here, and the session sources. It'll take a lot of time to figure out, and it takes a lot of consistency and dedication, but you'll figure it out. Just got to keep going. But that's what I basically wanted to show you guys with the merging thing going on. It's the way to go. I mean, unless you've been around and you constructed your own, multi-million-dollar studio and have been doing it for a while. Uh, for general consumer like myself and has been doing music a long time, this is the way to go. Uh, Basically, we just wanted to do that. Oh, I wanted to give Universal Audio a shout out for all their wonderful work in plugins. If you don't have the PCI card, get the UAD2 hardware. It's great, but this stuff for plugins is the best. Is the very best for me anyway. It makes me want to go and buy some analog gear, which I do have some analog gear coming. But yeah, that's basically I wanted to show you guys that. Um, and you can't ignore your acoustic treatment, guys. I'm sorry. The number one important thing, if you have a daughter, kid, or whatever, you have to have your acoustic treatment in the room, right? Or else you're not gonna be able to mix. You're gonna be hearing stuff. Sorry to be mean or be a jerk, but that's just the facts. But yes, once you get your MT48, you got to, or your Anubis for that matter. But the MT48, you can't go wrong with that. You're gonna have to go to the merging site and download the MAD panel. That's Merging Audio Device Panel, and connect it in the RAV AES 67. And you got your Netgear Discovery. It shows the MT48. It shows your network adapters connected to your computer Ethernet card right here. You go to your advanced settings. It shows this, right? Your sample rate 48. I got my 32. And this is what it is. This is the control panel for Windows, and this WDM that makes it so the Windows has the sound connected to your KH monitors as well. So the next thing, you go back to Aneman, and it shows the multicast. You can have it straight to the MT48, which is uses the MT48's bus dynamics, compressors, EQ. It'll sound through the speakers if I have it connected to the MT48 bus output. But if we temporarily delete the connections and open up the Netgear 4250, we can also route the speakers through directly to the ACO. That will also have the sound, and this is the most direct connection, but it comes without the bus outputs, right? It's just direct to the Netgear, the AES 67. Test sound again. There we go, test sound. Great. And that's basically it. I'm still working on. This is like one of my first YouTube videos. I've worked on the music, but I have like little to no experience at all. I can't even make up my own video, my own pop-up screen show without having to close. I haven't figured out OBS Studio yet, but I'm sorry about that, guys. But still working on that. But yeah, uh, everything's great. I just wanted to show. Oh yeah, I just wanted one last thing. In Luna, it's such a great. I love Luna. It's the best. It's the best to me because it's so close to analog. It shows love to the analog. It just doesn't go digital and say forget everything else. But you get the Neve summing, and it's great for the master track. You got your headroom trim, and it's perfect there. And you open up your tapes. Like I wanted to give a shout out to the 102. This is great for vocals, getting your vocal and the beat to sound like one together. It's great. The master tape. You have the what you got here. The Studer. The Studer can do that as well, but I'm gonna have to run an additional video on this. And one more thing I wanted to show you: these tapes, these modern plug-in tapes. Although it's not really practical to use tape as a physical form anymore, the modern plugins are great if you want that tape sound for the master and the vocals to run the 7.5 IPS to get that cohesive glue, that 90s era fidelity sonics, right? Okay, we got that, and that's basically my setup there, guys. And I want to thank you guys for viewing, and there's more to come. Stay tuned. If you want to go to my website, my artist page is SoundCloud Lester Wayne Dobis. I hope you guys check it out, and there's more to come. I thank you guys as I continue to. I still have to do the ceiling and put some sandbags on the ceiling. That's going to take like some more wooden structures I got to purchase and put on the side beams and everything like that. But you want your acoustic room, you want soundproof, that's one. You want absorptive rock wool material, that's the second. You want everything covered, right? You want all your walls, your ceiling, everything legit. You want your KH monitors, you got to get your KH monitors with the MA1. And you got to get your MT48, you got to get that, and you hook it up at AES 67. And after you get your AES 67, you got to get your Netgear M4250. Like that. That's the way to go for the home professional studio in the modern day times. I thank you guys for viewing. Have a great day.